Hey, I'm Em. I'm a fitness and nutrition coach, and I'm going to talk to you about mindset in this video. You might be wondering why my mindset isn't getting my health in check, just about going to the gym, being mindful of my nutrition, but actually mindset is so important for anything in life, anything that we want to achieve in life. Our mindset is going to be the key determining factor. Believing that you can achieve something is incredibly powerful, and having the tools to actually challenge and reframe your mindset when you come up against setbacks is equally important, because not only is your mindset going to dictate your short-term results, but it's also going to set you up for longer-term success. One example could be finally breaking that diet cycle, or finally unlocking that potential that you've been chasing in the gym. And there are quite a lot of areas of mindset that we dig into in a lot more detail with the people that we help. Just a few areas here that we consider. So body image, what is your relationship with your body like? Actually really digging into that and exploring that. Exploring maybe some of the negative thoughts you have, and getting to a position where even if you have a day where you might not be feeling that great about your physical appearance, actually how you can reframe that to being really grateful for all the amazing things that your body does for you every single day. Then we also have relationship with food. This understandably can be quite a complex and emotional thing for people, and it's about really looking to understand our drivers around eating, what food means to us, what we enjoy about eating and those moments that we have with friends and family, and techniques that we can put in place for maybe when we might feel a bit out of control around food, and how we can be more mindful with that and really employ some of those mindfulness techniques. And doing all of this with a real self-compassion. And this is something that we don't do enough. You know, we're very compassionate to people around us, but we don't give ourselves enough of that. So we really need to look at how we can really come from a place of compassion and empathy for ourselves, and techniques around how to do that. And then as those inevitable setbacks come up along the way when we're working towards our health and fitness goals, it's about how we look at adapting and overcoming to that, and in particular how we can try and navigate some of these self-limiting beliefs that we all have them, the stories we tell ourselves. And these stories really are the single biggest barrier to achieving your goals. But what's also exciting about this is that if we can address these self-limiting beliefs, it's actually the greatest opportunity that we have to unlock an inner strength that you perhaps don't even realise you've got inside you. I'm going to give you a few examples of self-limiting beliefs, but before we come on to that, I just want to touch briefly on this concept of the growth and a fixed mindset for anyone who's not familiar with that. So when we talk about a fixed mindset, we're really coming from a position where if we fail at something, we think it's just because our abilities are limited. I'm just not capable of doing that. We don't like to be challenged. We feel frustrated and we give up easily. What we really want to be striving for is this growth mindset, where we actually don't view failure negatively. We see it as an opportunity to learn and grow and push on and be better. We believe that we can learn to do anything that we want to, and we like to try new things, and we embrace new challenges. So a few examples of self-limiting beliefs. These are some of the most common things that come up with the people that we help. I'm not as X as him, her. Could be anything. You can fill in the blank yourself. I'm sure something comes to mind when you see that. Feeling we don't know how to do something is another one. Or perceiving that we'll only be happy when we achieve a certain goal. So let's look at these in a bit more detail. So first up, I'm not as X as him or her. This could be anything. This could be, I'm not as lean as her, I'm not as strong as him, I'm not as capable as that person. And what we're doing here, we're putting all this focus on other people, and we're falling into the comparison trap. And that is never a good place to be. You might be in the gym, you might be looking at somebody, squatting what you think is a really impressive amount of weight, not something that you're in a position to do right now. But you don't know how long that person has been coming in to the gym and perfecting that exercise and building their strength over time. You don't know anything about their genetics either, or any of these other factors that can influence their capability. And what you're doing here is potentially comparing your chapter 1 with someone else's chapter 50, which just doesn't make sense. There's no logic to it. It doesn't serve you at all. It's misspent energy, that could be used towards your own goals. So the action you can take here, if you find yourself falling into this comparison trap, particularly on social media, if you're opening up Instagram and what you're seeing on your feed triggering you, it's making you feel bad about your own capabilities, mute, unfollow. People are never going to know. Just it's okay. Or even take a total social media break. Or if it's conversations you have with people in real life, just be honest. Actually, it's really great as an example that, you care about your appearance, and I really support you with that, but I prefer that we don't talk about mine. Set boundaries. And another really powerful tool here is start tracking your progress. So whatever your goal is, whether it's fat loss, building muscle, just getting out and moving more, start logging what you're doing. Start logging that data, tracking it. And as you see your progress day by day, week by week, month by month, I guarantee you that will become so much more important than looking at what other people are doing. Okay, so the next one. I don't know how to do that. I don't know a single person who hasn't said this at some point in their life. And here we're really falling into that fixed mindset that I talked about at the start. And it really comes from a place of fearing failure. And actually we need to remember, like I said, failure is just an opportunity to learn and grow. It's not actually failing, it's a positive thing. But this self-limiting belief is so convenient, right? Because we use it to procrastinate. It's a fantastic procrastination tool. Oh, I can't do that because I don't know how to. But all we're doing is holding ourselves back from taking action. So the action here, I love this one. It's a very simple, small word, yet. Next time you find yourself thinking, I don't know how to do that, add that word to the end. If it is, I don't know how to bench press. I don't know how to bench press yet, but I'm going to learn. It's a complete reframe and it's super powerful. So give it a go. And then last but not least, my absolute favourite, this comes up a lot with people, this idea or this perception that we will only be happy when we unlock a certain target or goal. So it might be, I'll only be happy when I see a certain weight on the scale. I'll only be happy when I'm fitting in a certain dress size again. I'll only be happy when I get that promotion. I'll only be happy when I find a partner. It applies to all areas of life. But what we're doing here is we're actually mistaking our goals for our values. And our values have to be the start point. If we're only focusing on the goals and thinking we'll only be happy when we achieve certain things, we're not addressing the root cause. And a great way to start addressing the root cause is to explore our values. What are the core values that matter to us? Now, this could be overall health. This could be family. This could be career. This could be aesthetics. And I want to stress there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. But getting clear on your own values means then you can start to set the goals that will help you live by those values. And ultimately, when you face a crossroads or difficult decisions that you're struggling with, you can always come back to those values and use them to guide you. And ultimately, if you only think you're going to be happy when you've ticked a specific thing off, I can guarantee you won't be, because it's not coming from the right place. So the action here, it's kind of simple, like I've said already. Take some time to define your values and then make sure you take daily action in accordance with those. So the last takeaway here, this is what I want you to go away and do now after you've watched this, is firstly, grab a pen and paper or digital format of note taking if that's your preference, and just sit with this for a bit. Identify, write down, what are your self-limiting beliefs? Maybe some of the ones I've shared today rang true with you, maybe they sparked others. Be honest with yourself, no one else has to see it, but just write it down, because then you can acknowledge, what are these barriers I'm imposing that are holding me back, and start being conscious of those and then start to address them. And the second piece here then is, if you haven't done this already, I urge you to take some time to define your core values. There's a great resource that's on the slide here. If you Google, you will find this from Brené Brown. And this is a great list of values. It by no means is this everything. So please, write your own as well, but this can be good to start your thinking around it. What you want to aim to is getting down to a short list, then, bringing it down a bit more. So maybe you end up with about 3 to 5 core values that are the things that at this point in your life are most important to you. And from there forwards, you can start to map out the goals that are going to help you take daily action in accordance with those values. So good luck, enjoy, and see you soon.